check in with her right now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Red Raiders ready to kick it away first. And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The sure hands, it's Townsend. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He's got it. Turns it on in midfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, it's the first third down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Townsend. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Arch is going to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Finds his big tight end. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Manning to the air again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession, but right here they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing third-and-goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt, but I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got it behind the line. It's Carter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Running inside. It's Dickey. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Red Raiders are facing 3rd and inches. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They bring him down, but once again, this offense moves the chains on 4th down to keep the drive alive. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To throw, it's Hammond. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Wants to keep it in the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got an open man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Under fire, and they got it.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Hammond. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted to stop the threat. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Here's Arts to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give on the counter. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. That's reeled in, it's Dickey. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throwing Manning. Finds his man. It's Smothers. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Offense getting set for 1st down.
Here we go, ready. Return.
Wants to go right back downfield. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing 2 really good defenses go at it today.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. At the 20, he's got space. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Run in the red zone. It's Nicky. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Arch Madness. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. He's loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacks on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. 1 play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Pulls it in. It's Carter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the... Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. One more snap coming before halftime. Manning lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
Pulls and fired complete. Off to the races to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They take the lead here in the second half.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a deep grab. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's sticky. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Got his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I like this guy as a running back because he could run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. At midfield, he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Red Raiders are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Buys a little time. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
To the air, it's Hammond. With the catch, it's Dickey. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive. Return after deciding to bring it out. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging. Turning it on! Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Here's Manning to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz, or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Running inside, it's Smothers. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here, a couple of first downs, maybe a score, and they can put this thing away.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Snags it over the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. To give as they work on that clock. Powers through the defender. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They can even operate in this noise. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Put 6 on the board.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, Manning. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on first down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
Oh, he wants it all. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas! The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of